All right, guys, let's take a look at this Hamilton automatic. This is the Jazzmaster Regulator Cinema. Now, I'm not sure if this was a limited edition, but it definitely is a special edition. They do have, Hamilton already has some Jazzmaster regulators with this configuration on the dial. So you're going to have the long minute hand, your small seconds, and then your hour is going to be the sub-dial up here. Go check out the Hamilton site. I'll put a link in the description. There's already some like really cool ones out there. This one definitely plays tribute to the involvement Hamilton has had over the years in cinema. So with that being said, here is the part number. I am not going to read it. If you want it, you can look at the description or pause it and take that down. I hate just reading a bunch of numbers as a part number. I wish they would just stick to names. But anyway, this has, well, let's get into the size. It is a 42 millimeter watch. 50 millimeter lug to lug. You can see a unique K-shape there with a lot of brushing on the lugs. The rest of it's polished. 12 3/4 millimeter thick with a domed sapphire crystal and 22 millimeter lug width. Handcrafted leather. Nice finished buckle here. Double pushers. Easy to adjust size. And you're just going to get a really good fit overall. And I like that it kind of tapers down. It's not going to get snagged on anything. It's going to be nice and smooth. You do have a display case back with a underside printing on there of like a film. And then you can see the H12 movement, which is based on the ETA 2825. That's how you get that configuration on the dial there. So big thanks to Emil, viewer of the channel, for loaning this in. I appreciate it and letting us take a look. You can see the non-screw-down crown is signed. You're going to be able to wind, and then the first position, the only position, is going to hack. And then the way you adjust your time is it's a fast movement for the minute hand, and basically that's how you adjust it. So say you want it to be 6:30, you're going to move that reel with the red line down to 6, take the minute hand all the way down around to 30, and there you go. There's 6:30, and put it in play. And then you got the small reel there, or your small seconds hand, or reel. I guess it's a reel. And that's spinning. That's showing your seconds, showing that it's working. This does beat at 28,800 or 4 hertz. I did throw it on the time grapher. It is running at a +4 seconds. Very good, clean numbers on this. Very good movement. I can't think of a single Hamilton I've had in here that was like really, wacky or anything. Pretty much across the board, they're very consistent with their movements, whether it's the newer, higher power reserve or if it's the traditional power reserved models, much like this one. They're just a really good built movement and watch in general. So let's zoom in so you can get a look at how crazy this dial is. So you have like a really deep texture, and then you have your sub dials there, which have some circles in them, but I mean the main focus is the fact that they're, it's like a reel-to-reel action going there. And then the Hamilton automatic is framed in up there in one of the film captures, and then you have a minute track going around the outside there. So as weird as it is of a layout, it's still easy to read the time quickly, I feel. It's definitely something I could see you making it like a special occasion, a date night, especially if that date is going to, take you to the movies and, out to eat and to the movies. This could be that watch that, you create all those memories with. I could see that, or if you're just a Hamilton fan or just a cinema fan, this is pretty cool. The reel-to-reel action depends on your connection with however you want to make that connection with this watch. I think it connects with a lot of people. A lot of us can relate to the cinema type structure of a watch. It's pretty cool. It's it's all mechanical. This is all mechanical. It all just kind of ties in. So let me pop this on wrist so you can see what it looks like on my 7 1/4 inch wrist. It actually wears really good. I'm glad they went with a little bit heavier duty strap. It's not super fragile because the weight of the head of the watch is, it has a little bit of weight. I mean, I don't want to say it's like top heavy or anything like that. I think they balanced it out nicely with this clasp system and this watch, or this strap, excuse me. So you can see they're easy to read. Might take you 1 second longer, but that gives you that time to enjoy that you have a cool watch on your wrist that you're probably not going to ever see anybody else wear. I like that even around the reels, if you look, and the inside. Here, let's take a better look at that. I was going to point out the polishing on the inside of the metal trim that goes all the way around and, you know, keeps that connection all the way around. So it has a nice little pop to it, makes it look very clean and classic without adding too much bling. So it's different, understated, and definitely unique. I don't know if all that fits together, but I feel like this one definitely was a well thought out and a well designed watch. And it's just an iteration that they already had. So they just, somebody over at Hamilton, like, hey, this can be a reel-to-reel, you know, this connection with the minutes and the seconds with their already existing Jazzmaster Regulator series. So hopefully I'll be able to see one of those other models, their standard models, at some point on the channel. I'd like to see all the watches, guys. So it's super exciting to me to see something unique like this, because it's not the norm. You know, most of the watches that come across this channel are just normal type watches. So when you get something funky like this, but is high quality and a brand like Hamilton, that's what usually gets me a little more excited. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. There's no lume on this. I'm not going to give you a lume shot because there's no lume. And let me know what you think on this one. I'll see you on the next vid.